The purpose of this presentation is to discuss selecting a dissertation topic. It's based off of a lot of my experience guiding several doctoral students through the dissertation process. It's also loosely based off of the text, The Literature Review, 6 Steps to Success by Lawrence Mackey and Brenda T. McAvoy. As EdD students, you're expected to complete a problem of practice dissertation. But what exactly does that mean? When I think of problems of practice, I like to juxtapose those with what's required of PhD students. PhD students often have to expand upon the theories that they're using to situate their studies. So they need large data sets or something that can be generalized to a larger population. You don't necessarily have to do that with your dissertation. You certainly can, but what you're examining is a problem that you recognize in the community or in your workplace environment. And you're trying to solve or resolve or mitigate somehow that problem. A lot of the design literature comes into play with the problem of practice dissertation. You might look at symptoms or causes of a problem. Is there a gap you've identified in your employment setting that differentiates what needs to be done, whereas what is being done right now? Is there a remedy or solution that needs to be designed? Can you evaluate what's currently going on, either formatively or in terms of a program evaluation? Problem of practice topics are all around us. I encourage you to look at your current employment. See if there's interesting topics that you could examine for your dissertation research. If you can't come up with anything, be in conversation with your advisor or chair. Ask them if they have a topic or a project that you could look at. Is there a university lab or a course on campus that you could consider? What about community organizations? What are some of the challenges or the problems that they face? A key to identifying a problem of practice dissertation, or any dissertation for that matter, is to locate the research setting. Before you locate the setting, you can read hundreds, if not thousands, of articles about your topic, but you can't situate it anywhere. And so it's hard to determine which of those articles are important and which aren't. You want to select a research site so that you can narrow your topic and be constrained based on the problems they want you to focus on. To examine selecting a site, you want to consider, where can you implement your research? What ties do you have where you can access people and data to analyze the problem or the topic? You want to consider, how might you gain access to that site? Who might you talk to? Do they have IRB procedures that you need to look into? All of this is important for gaining access to that site. Even after you select a topic and a problem of practice associated with a research site, there's other questions you want to ask about that site and that topic to determine if it's something you really want to focus on for your dissertation. First and foremost, is it interesting? You have to spend a lot of time with this problem. Is it something that you're interested in enough to see hundreds of hours of work put into? Additionally, your life will be so much easier if you align your research interests with those of your dissertation chair. That will give you access to a wealth of knowledge that will see you through the dissertation process. But you should also consider, is your problem measurable? Is it aligned to theory associated with your field? All of these will help you solidify an effective topic. Additionally, there's several indicators that would suggest you shouldn't pick that topic. Is the topic so emotionally charging that you can't be objective when you examine it? Are you so close to the situation or the data that it's hard for you to see anything but subjectively through it? If so, you should drop the topic. Additionally, you should drop the topic if you're uncertain about your ability to access the information, the data you would need to answer those research questions. There's nothing more frustrating than spending hours and hours and hours hitting a wall because some gatekeeper is preventing you from getting the data that you need. If you think that's going to be a problem, maybe you should pick a different topic. The last thing you should consider is, how will this topic influence your employment or your relationship with the people at that site? If it's political, if it might influence your employment, you might not want to focus on that topic. There are many other ones out there. Maybe it's not the best idea. You've probably heard the maxim that the best dissertation is a completed dissertation, and that's true. Keep your topic small. Keep it simple. You don't have to change or save the world with your one study. You can do that with the next study. Whatever you do, though, make sure you're interested in it and that it's meaningful somehow to you. Part of the process of selecting a research topic and focus is to identify research questions that can be addressed with your dissertation study. Now, fortunately, your site and the theory you espouse help determine and focus those questions. There are certain constraints that your site will place on the theory you use. If they're dealing with particular problems, you only need the theory associated with those particular problems. It will help you narrow the literature and help you focus your research. The same goes with your theoretical framework. It provides a lens to help focus what you want to do, and ultimately guides you into developing those research questions. As you develop those questions, though, you should ask yourself, are they clear? Are they objective? Can they be measured? Are they open-ended? Don't have a yes-no research question, and are they tied to that theory? If you can answer those things, you've got a pretty good research topic.